It always does this. My gosh. Every time I'm pressing the button and it doesn't do it for me. So I'm just going to press it again, or we're going to do it again. Yeah. Static crackles, the air feels alive. Chris and Kat on the mic, they arrive. Voices painting colors like a neon tide. Turn it up, let the rhythm flow. Vibes up high, let the good sheets grow. Vibes up, sharing positivity. Lifting hearts, inspiring unity. Chris and Kat with the spark we need. Vibes up, they plant the seed. Hi, Bryce.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, what's going? How's your Thanksgiving going?
We are having a great day today. We're going to do some great questions and talk about some great things. Are you ready?
Full send it.
Nice. All right. Let's say hi real quick to the chat. Hi, Will. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, Bryce. For those who do not know you, please tell us a little bit about yourself and we can get started.
Oh, well, name's Bryce. No armed serpents. Trying to get used to that name. That's throwing me off. But anyways, I'm a veteran. I did 5 years in the Army. I'm a firefighter now. I was a firefighter before I joined the Army. So pretty much just been in the service my whole life, adult life. Got into snakes right around 2018-ish. And then just recently got into Venomous.
The hots.
The
You're
hots.
in the hot zone.
Yeah.
And what are those hots that you're working with?
So I work with currently water moccasins, or commonly known as Cottonmouth, Copperheads, gaboon vipers. I have a timber, prairie, and just recently acquired a western diamondback.
You know, I've been thinking since we've been talking for a while, since we met you with Kyle, I have this empty enclosure. Do you know what I could put in it?
Wait, what?
Do you know what I could put in it?
Oh, yeah. I definitely have the answer for that.
Oh, gosh. What's your answer?
Good old Copperhead.
Oh, man. That joke's never going to die down.
Definitely not.
Hi, Bosa.
Especially the ones I recently just acquired that I'll be getting here soon.
Nice. So, with your hots, have you had any breeder, like, have they bred before you? Have they given you any babies or anything?
No. So currently, all of them except I have one Copperhead that is ready to breed. The other are a little too young. My timber and my prairie are way too young, and my gaboons are way too young. Definitely, and my cottonmouths are way too young. My western diamondback that I just acquired, she is currently gravid, so she will be dropping babies here, hopefully in a month or two. So that'll be about 10 to 20 live babies coming straight here.
Wow. So are those wild caught or captive?
Yeah. So every cottonmouth and copperhead here is wild caught. These gaboons were, I want to say they're captive bred. And then my western diamondback, she is a captive born bred.
Wow. So would you say breeding them in the future is something that you would like to do?
You might have to repeat the question there, Gat. The dog just walked in and her click clacks.
Oh. That your hots is breeding them in the future. Is that something you would like to do?
Being in them, yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to get out of them. to be honest. I think I'm going to transition out of non-venomous. Like I have a good bit of ball pythons. I'm in the process of passing them on to a buddy of mine who, me and him are somewhat in business together. So he's going to be focusing on the balls, and then I'm just going to be focusing on the hots. And so when we go to expos and whatnot, I'll be selling my hots, and he'll be selling the balls and whatever else he has. Bearded dragons is what he specializes in.
That's awesome, man. To be dealing with venomous snakes is incredible. It's very admirable, and I don't know how you do it, but you have the skills. You got it. You certainly got it. I mean, Kyle and I, we've seen you handle them like you've been doing it for years, so it's very amazing.
I mean, truthfully, I haven't even been doing it that long. It kind of just, it's one of those things I was naturally good at, I guess. I have a whole lot of respect for the animals, and it plays a big part into keeping them, because I know they can definitely hurt me, and I just put all my energy and focus into them.
Yeah. Have you heard of any misconceptions about these animals? Like, what's the most that you've heard?
They chase people. That's the biggest one for at least the Cottonmouths. Which, of course, that's by all means false. No Cottonmouth is going to chase you.
Right. Yeah.
Mainly, that's pretty much it, regardless of misconceptions here.
Yeah.
And also, no one just does no research or anything on them. It gives them opportunity, I guess you could say, to learn. And it's
here and there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's big. It's big. People are taught how to fear them a lot more than they are inheriting it. So
Exactly. Yeah. So for the people who don't know of what the phrase HOTS is, or dealing with venomous snakes, and the ones that you deal with, what could you tell them, to the people that are watching, that what animal do you work with specifically? Like, what are they? What do they do?
So the specific animals I deal with are straight venomous. So meaning you're pretty much playing with a loaded gun, if that's the way I put it. All these animals that I have, mainly the ones I really work closely with are the ones I keep currently, are the Cottonmouths, Copperheads, the rattlesnakes, the gaboon vipers. They're loaded guns practically, and as soon as I pull them out, that gun can go off at any point in time. Now it's a lot of my snakes are very, I don't want to say docile, but they tolerate being handled. They tolerate being hooked and everything else. The only snake that has struck at me recently, or today period, was my diamondback, and that's just because I scared her. So as soon as I walked in, woke her up, and she did not like being woken up. She's a princess. But she struck at the glass, and after that she never struck again. She just rattled her tail, and she let me hook her and take her on out, and then she was all fine and dandy after that. But a lot of my snakes are very, very tolerant of me, and they understand that I'm not here to hurt them, and they don't want to hurt me. They just rather run away from me.
Yeah. So could they be tamed like any kind of snake, or like a colubrid?
Yeah. So in a sense, yes. It's like any other snake. It's just a matter of their attitude for the day, how they're feeling. Some days are better than the others. Some days I'll be able to tail one of my copperheads, and the next day that same copperhead I can't tail because they're freaking out too much or whatever, something's stressing them out. But they can definitely be very tamed down in a sense. Regardless, it's still a loaded gun you're playing with at that point. So it's just mainly learning their body language in learning your snake type deal. And it goes for any other snake too, like boas or ball pythons. You can tell their personalities. You can tell their defense postures and all that, and you can read your snake. So,
Right.
and it's not like I'm going to go into my buddy's house down the street who keeps Venomous. I'm not going to go in there and just take his snakes out because I don't know his snakes. I know my snakes. So it's just, each snake is different.
Mm-hmm. And they don't know your scent, like your friend's snakes. They don't know your scent.
Exactly.
But your snakes know your scent.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's built in them. It's designed for them to
build that trust.
Yes. And all snakes, they're designed to be defensive because although they could be predators, they're also a prey item to other animals. So it's only natural for them to act that way.
Right.
But yeah, I believe what you say. And it's been proven that yes, they can be tamed, but like always, they're gonna have that little attitude like, don't touch me.
Oh no, 100%. Like my Timber, he does not like to come out of the cage. But once he's out, he's fine and dandy. I mean, you and Kyle have seen it.
Yeah.
He just as soon as he's out, he's chill. But it's the biggest part of him not wanting to come out is the hard part of dealing with them. Because you're taking them out of their safe spot, you're taking them out of their comfort, just so you're able to handle them. So it's definitely, it adds stress to them and adds stress to you. But as long as you remain calm and everything else, the chances of you getting bit are relatively low.
Okay, that's good to know. Because I know a lot of people that don't know and that are less educated, if you will, don't know that. Well, they usually hear, oh, they keep venomous animals. They don't know what they're doing. It's obvious that if you have a venomous animal, you know what you're doing. You've done your research. You're in it for a certain reason.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that get into this hobby of hots, and they have no idea what they're doing, and they're scared to keep these hots. And if you're scared to keep a hot, you shouldn't have hots in the first place. Like you shouldn't be scared of them because they can sense that and everything else.
Exactly. Yeah. So what really initially captivated you about these animals in the first place?
So like I said, I started back in 2018, 2019, or 2018, around those there. All that time frame is a blur, really, but around those years, and I started on boas, and I've always worked with boas, and I've always found this different types of snakes very interesting. And then as I grew up down south, I saw, the Cottonmouths. I saw the Copperheads, the Timbers, all out in the wild, and they were just majestic to me. They always caught my eye. They're always amazing to look at and just watch them in their own natural habitat. And with certain things that happened to me in my life, I felt sort of a connection with them because they're a misunderstood species and everything else. So I'm like, we kind of clicked there at that point. Like, I understand you, you understand me type deal. And it's just kind of took off from there.
Wow, it's amazing. It's so liberating to have an animal that is very misunderstood that you can relate to and connect to.
Right.
Especially not just in the hobby, but in general, people don't really have that ability to connect to a certain animal. And when they do, that's why they get into this hobby. So I want to commend you for being the voice for these animals, because there's not a lot of people that are doing what you're doing. So thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So on your platform, you specifically, you're the voice for these animals. So what do you like to show people about these animals?
Biggest thing I like to show is they're not the monsters that people make them out to be. I want to show people that, like, look, I can be this close to a cottonmouth or copperhead or a gaboon, and it's not going to strike me unless I provoke it to a point where it feels like, okay, my life is in danger. I need to bite to defend myself. And that's the only time they want to bite, is to defend themselves. So I just want to show people, like, look, these guys are not that aggressive. They can be when they need to be, but you just treat them with the respect. They're going to treat you with the respect. Go about your day, they'll go about theirs. They're not out there to get you.
Right. So in the wild, when you're out herping or anything like that, if you could find one of those hots, what would you do?
Well, I mean, the right answer is,
Take it home.
the right answer is to let them go.
Yeah.
To let them go back to their natural habitat. Granted, now if it's a certain situation, like I need to remove them or whatnot, and be careful, and so if I need to remove them from somebody's house, for example, and I have the space, then sure, I'll give them the luxury treatment. We are allowed to keep native species here. You're allowed to go out herping and grabbing them up, taking them home. If I have the space for it, and I'll be like, oh, this is a cool looking copperhead, then yeah, I'll take a copperhead home. But most of the time, it's just release, play with them for a minute, let them go. And a lot of them are very chill. They'll ride a hook all day long.
Right.
And it's pretty amazing just to see a wild caught snake handle that. You'd expect them to be a lot more defensive and everything else, but now they're just like, whatever.
Yeah. Duval, hey buddy, thank you for being here. So Bryce, that's not necessarily to say for whoever's watching or anyone who goes out herping, that's not giving them the right to do it because they're not educated. Right.
Yeah, definitely not. Don't be messing with a it's a rock.
Right.
Don't be messing with a snake that you know nothing about. Don't be putting your hands on something. Of course, every time we go out looking for snakes, so we're always having hooks. And we're always handling the snakes with hooks. I will never grab a snake with my hands. Never free handle. No matter how much I trust my snakes or anything, they're always being hooked. It's just the safety. My life, I may live my life on the edge and everything else, but I still, at the end of the day, I have kids and I want them to grow up with their dad. So
yeah. And not only your children, but you want others to see you as the responsible man that you are.
Right.
And you want that legacy to continue.
Right.
Right. That's the most important part. And not only for us humans, but for the animal itself. Because we don't want a world where we're living in fear because of one person was irresponsible. No, that's not what we're doing here. We're educating people. So you coming on this show and having your voice for us is one step forward. What's that? One step for man.
Wait, one giant leap for mankind? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Hi, Shauna. So these animals, when I was a kid, I've always thought like one rattlesnake was the same as for all, but no, because I was taught in school that if they have like cat eyes, then that means they're venomous. No, that's not always the case, right?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, I could pull out a snake right now that's not venomous and has cat eyes. So it's the whole cat eye and the pupil thing. That's nonsense. And especially like even on the copperhead. So they do have the cat eyes, but you shine a light just right, their pupils will dilate and it'll look like a round pupil. So that's a big old misconception. I totally forgot about that one. The other one is, triangular head. Not all of them have triangular heads, like rear fangs and everything else. King cobras, or any cobra for that matter, does not have a triangular head. And water snakes, just non-venomous broadband water snakes or diamondback water snakes, they can make their head into a diamond shape or triangular shape to look, I'm big and bad.
Yeah.
So those are big misconceptions of
Mm-hmm.
that can get people bit, and it's definitely needs to be faded out. Of we need to stop teaching people this. We need to stop. And even another one is red on black, print a jack, or red on yellow, kill a fellow.
Mm-hmm.
For coral snakes. While coral snakes, if the yellow's touching red, it's more likely a coral snake. But there's also different localities, different morphs, everything else, and different coloration variations of a coral snake.
Yeah.
To make that statement false.
Exactly.
So this is just another way for people to get bit. So definitely those three things need to be phased out really quick.
Yeah.
Faster the better.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you explain to the people that don't know about venomous snakes is the difference between venomous and poisonous?
So the way I explain it is, especially to my son, who is still trying to learn it, but he's getting better at it.
Mm.
But is venomous. If it bites you, you're dead. If you bite it, and you're dead. That's poisonous. So if it bites you, you die. It's venomous. If you bite it and then you die, it's poisonous. That's around those.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's also spitting cobras.
Yeah.
So that's kind of difficult to explain because it's still, is it being ingested or is it?
So with spitting cobras, they have the venom glands, so they can bite. They can inject venom. Now, spitting cobras are actually really cool because they know where your eyes are at the whole time. They go for your eyes, and the spit will blind you.
Right.
So you definitely don't want to get the venom in your eyes, but if they have to, they will bite you. And then that, of course, won't be good for anybody. So, but yeah, the spitting cobras can definitely do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Both ways.
Yeah. So now that you have the experience of dealing with these animals, is there a certain other venomous animal or snake that you are willing to work with or handle or to have experience with?
So maybe down in the future, I told myself like I'm just gonna stick strictly to pit vipers, and right now that's really all I can get according to state law.
Mm-hmm.
But I really been thinking about handling cobras and stuff. So I may go out of state, handle somebody's cobras, or go to a buddy's house and handle his cobras. Learn cobras, but I definitely don't want to keep one anytime soon. I'd rather just handle my lazy little guys and getting more experience just handling these guys because they can just be as wild and rambunctious as a cobra or a mamba or what have you. But the mambas and cobras are a little bit too smart for me right now. So
yeah. Have you ever had a false water cobra?
I have not. I was going to get one, but I was going to get one as a training tool, I guess, to get my feet wet into hots.
Yeah.
Talking to some buddies and everything else, they're like, man, you might as well just jump straight into it because a false water cobra is probably the terriblest teacher you can have, except for the females. They strike fast and hard, which is probably the only thing that's relatable to hots is how fast and hard the females strike.
Oh, wow.
So on a feeding response level. But I may get one in the future just because they are cool, but definitely.
Cool.
I don't know if I can justify spending that kind of money on one yet.
Stick to what you have for now, I guess.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Now I have this question about difference between male and female when it comes to venomous snakes. Do they, like, for instance, the baby snakes, like the ones that are venomous, I've heard that their venom is uncontrollable when it comes to biting rather than the adults. Is that true?
No, it's not true. They can definitely control their venom at a certain age. if that was the case, then you have baby rattlesnakes running around with no venom, because they would inject all their venom into their prey. But they can definitely control their venom. Oh, Tyler, speaking of my partner, there's my business partner right there.
Hello, thank you, welcome.
Is dragon in the boots, but like I said, he's bigger dragons. Anyways, where was I going with that question?
That no, it's not true about the.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So definitely not true. They can control their venom. They are more likely to bite. They will definitely bite because they are tiny and they don't want to be eaten. So they are more likely to bite, but they will not inject all their venom into you.
Okay. Yeah, that's very good to know. Like especially for kids that are out there herping and they find a baby snake, not knowing that it's actual like a baby rattlesnake or something. Yeah, that's
right.
Good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be a lot more scared of a. So the bigger the snake, the bigger the venom glands, right? So I'll be a lot more scared of getting bit by a big 5 foot, 6 foot timber rattlesnake than a little tiny baby rattlesnake. Regardless, I don't want to get bit, but
yeah, that's true. So I'm going to play a few commercials, so don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. Let's play this one.
Beasts, Brews, and Botany is the most unique reptile show in Northern Virginia and maybe in the country. It's at Eavesdrop Brewery that has delicious alcoholic beverages and a wonderful array of food in the area as well. Courtyards to chill in. It's dog friendly. It's kid friendly. You can bring the whole entire family out. You can get all your plants, arachnids, reptiles. You could get dart frogs, vampire crabs, and take photos with reptiles as well. The first Sunday of each month at Eavesdrop Brewery is Beasts and Brews, so the reptile show. And the second Sunday of every month is Brews and Botany at Eavesdrop Brewery. Now this event is held by my good friend Kiko, and he actually has a variety of carnivorous plants as well. He ships said carnivorous plants anywhere in the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. So that's Venus flytraps, sundews, any carnivorous plant you could want. Go give him a follow at Flora Esoterica on Instagram and Facebook. And definitely, if you're in Northern Virginia, you need to check out Beasts, Brews, and Botany. You will not be disappointed.
Awesome. And this one.
Epic is back, bringing you experts in snakes, geckos, frogs, and spiders, and more of your favorite content creators. This exotic pet conference is free, and it's all online. Emily from Snake Discovery will be delivering our keynote address. You won't want to miss this event. Mark your calendars for September 27th at 1 p.m. Eastern. With 17 sessions across 4 tracks, Epic is the largest, most comprehensive event of its kind. Visit epic.live to see the schedule, our guest list, and more details. See you there.
And this one.
Lights come on, pulse in the air, we unite. Cold-blooded got 5 feet in the night. Cold-blooded caffeine, fueling the fight. Reptile crew got our backs tight. Think you're fan for a kick with no soul. CMB reptiles rolling with soul. Hold no soul, lifting a goal. Together we burn like burning coal. Elevate, more fries in the show. Irresistible pythons letting it flow. Rhetoric crew, yeah, we watch them go. Indigo, reptile coast, set the glow. Shut up feeders with shut up feeders. Under the rock with cold-blooded hitters. Ship your reptiles, make life better. South Bay reptiles through every weather. Blue tongue, shaman, blue tongue republic. Architectures, riding republic. No fakes, no breaks, we're here to publish. Taking it higher, dreams embellished. Sponsors love through beats, we rise. Showing thanks met under the skies. Unite the world, reptile ties. Cold blood, warm hearts, no disguise.
Okay. I usually play that at the end, but because you're new, yeah. Okay, wow. We were playing commercials and a whole bunch of people came in. Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Wow.
So yeah, Hot. Man, what is an advice you would give to someone who goes to like an expo and they see a false water cobra or hog nose or any type of like really venomous snake, and they just like they're being pressured into buying this snake from so-called breeder? What would you tell them?
Well, if it's venomous and they have no experience dealing with venomous at all, I would tell them don't do it. Like, go train under somebody, go learn. It's a dangerous world, especially if you don't have the what's the word I'm looking for?
Education.
That, and there's another word I wanted to say. It'll come to me in a minute, but
Experience.
no. That's gonna bug me now.
We'll be done with this, and you'll be like, "Dang, cat."
Yeah, exactly. No, but definitely don't get into venomous if you don't have experience with venomous. It's a dangerous world. I didn't jump into it. I went under a teacher and everything else. So that's a whole freaking ball game in itself. But as for false water cobras, I mean, they're cool. They're mildly venomous. It could teach you maybe a thing or two. But as my instructors that I trained under told me, they're like, yeah, you have a better chance of learning on a racer or something else that's a little bit more feisty, like a mangrove or stuff like that. Like some a little bit more feisty than a false water. Hog noses, of course, everyone knows they're mildly venomous, but they're in the pet trade. They're in that. I would tell them do the research on a hog nose. Really, they're unlikely to bite. They'd rather play dead. But don't buy something that you're going to get pressured into at all.
Right.
Especially if you don't have the knowledge, if you don't have the capabilities of taking care of one, the proper setups, this and that and the other. It's the whole nine. Don't get something that you can't financially take care of.
Right.
When I tell people I have 16 plus snakes, it's like, holy shit, how do you take care of all of them? I'm like, well, if I didn't breed rats, I probably couldn't. So I made sure I had all my setups and everything else before I even got a new animal. I made sure that if I'm getting a new animal, it has a home to go to as soon as it comes to my home.
Right.
So you gotta play smart with it. Don't fall into the peer pressure of, oh, this is a cool looking snake or this and that and the other. Don't fall into breeders who are pushing a snake on you, knowing they're just gonna try to get money out of you. They're not good breeders.
Exactly. Tyler,
100% Tyler.
Yeah, that's with all reptiles. Get educated beforehand. Absolutely. Yeah. So speaking of that, thank you, Tyler, for that comment. If someone already has experience with snakes and they want to get into something more venomous or mildly venomous, what is like the next step up? Like, what should they start with?
So, let's go off for example. So say Kyle wants to get into venomous, right? He's already handled big boas and big white lips and everything else, so he can handle a big snake.
Yeah.
I recommend, if you're starting off a ball python, I definitely don't recommend going into hots right away. Work your way up to a little bit more aggressive snakes. I wouldn't even say hognose, to be honest, because I've seen a lot of docile hognoses, Tyler. But boas, they're known to be feisty. So start working your way up towards boas. And then if you want to get into something a little bit more aggressive, go into, I'm trying to think of another more aggressive snake that's not venomous. I don't want to say green trees, because I know green trees are not always aggressive. But you know what I'm saying. Start working your way up slowly, but the moment you're like, all right, I got all this handling, I start using a hook too.
Yeah.
Start using hooks on every snake you have. Practice with that, because that's literally an extension of your arm now, so you gotta get used to that.
Yep.
And you get to the point where you're like, all right, I'm ready to go venomous. Start with a copperhead. I know we joke about it all the time, but it is probably the best venomous snake to start off on. It's not mildly venomous. It's highly venomous, but the venom is not as bad as anyone says. Yeah, see, 3 carpets are a little defensive, and the green tree is a little feisty. Yeah, so start branching up to those a little bit more feisty snakes, so you can expect a venomous is usually going to be spicy, but
Yeah, I'm really glad that you brought that up, because there's some instances where they go straight into something that is popular or most what people have, not knowing that their temperaments can fluctuate. So when you're starting into something like a green tree python or a hognose or a false water, they have to know that their temperaments are going to what's that word? Disventurate? Like they
differentiate.
Yes, thank you. My English is horrible. But yeah, I think, yeah, you really brought up a really good point, is to make sure you know what temperament they have before getting into something venomous. So that's really good.
Yeah, for sure. It's and like I said, copperhead's super easy. That's why I always try to push one on you. But that's the point. No, they're a lot more squirmy. They like to run. That's all copperheads do, is run. I have trouble getting mine out more than I do the rattlesnakes. Like, the copperheads don't just want to be left alone. But once they're out and once they're on a hook, they'll ride a hook. You can put them on the floor. You can do a little hook training on them, and they're fine and dandy. They're really, really simple. They do not want to strike at all. Granted, if you give them a reason to, they will. But I never really had any issues with the coppers.
Interesting. So if you could only pick one of everything that you have, if you could only pick one of them, which one would you have?
That's rude.
Mm.
It would have to be my gaboons. My gaboons have always been my dream snake.
Gaboons?
Mm-hmm.
They are beautiful.
I love them. Don't just dive them based on the looks of the animal, although beautiful or hot or not. Proper care. Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
That's definitely a big issue that people fall into, is not having the proper care for the animal.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Thank you, Tyler, for that. Yeah, because the only reason why I brought that question up about the breeder, I went to the White Plains show this past weekend, and I was literally standing. I was looking at a tarantula, and the person next to me was looking at the snakes, and she was looking at a hognose. And she's like, "Oh, are they venomous? I heard they're venomous." And he's like, "Yeah, they're rear fang venomous, but it's nothing bad. It's like a bee sting." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm allergic to bees." And he's like, "Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine."
Yes.
No.
No. No.
What?
No. If you're allergic to bees, you're gonna get hurt.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's the only stipulation with mildly venomous is, yeah, they're mildly venomous, but they won't do much to a normal human being. But if that human being is allergic to bees or whatever you have you,
yeah,
it's going to put you in the hospital.
Yeah.
And Tyler is, like I said, he's my good buddy, and when he breeds his dragons and everything else, and he's always making sure people are able to take care of the animals that he breeds, because he doesn't just want to give his bearded dragons to somebody that he knows is not going to take care of them or knows nothing about them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why me and Tyler get along so well, is because we both have this passion for these animals.
Right.
And granted, our significant others want to like murder us half the time for all the stuff we bring in, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Same mentality.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So what's something interesting that you've seen since you've been into this industry, this, the hobby? What's something interesting that you found since you've been in it?
A lot of people are in it for the money and not for the animals.
Mm,
They're doing it to get rich
yeah.
quick, but they're starting to realize it's not a get rich quick
Yeah.
scheme at all. It's a process, and
Yeah.
it's a long, hard process at that. And there's a lot that goes into this hobby that a lot of people don't realize once they get into it.
For sure. I feel bad for those people who they just, for one little mean second, they see a breeder, a snake breeder, whatever type breeder, and they're like, oh, he's got the life, he's got this, he's got that. No, that came with time. That didn't come out, out the blue,
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it took me quite some time to get what I have in here now, like my racks, my enclosures. A lot of the stuff I got was through trade. Like, I gave up a lot of things that I never thought I would ever give up just to get my snakes into something that I know I could care for them better in.
Right.
So I'm definitely grateful for that. But a lot of this stuff is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah.
But one thing I did learn also in this hobby is don't listen to the damn Facebook groups. Holy shit. Like, I sit there in these Facebook groups and I just laugh at everything that these people are saying. Like, there's a bunch of Karens and everything else within this hobby. I'm like, dude, you are treating your ball python like it's a human baby at this point. Like, it's not a child, it's a snake. Like, it's an animal that can be relentless, and it can handle some things. Is what I'm trying to get at. But it's
an animal, it's not a human.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't need a bunch of craziness to take care of these animals. They thrive in a lot of things, and I try to tell people that because I sit in these groups still, I try to tell these people, look, I'm gonna tell you what works for me, right? Some are gonna say it's wrong, some are gonna say whatever. It doesn't matter. What works for me and what works for my snakes who are healthy and who are well taken care of, and fat little piggies, they're fine. But this is what works for me, and they try it and they're like, oh yeah, it actually works. I'm like, oh shit, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
All these expensive. You don't need all these lucrative
enclosures, lavish
enclosures. You don't need the crazy bedding, like the cocoa husk and everything else. I use cypress mulch for my snakes. It works the same. And topsoil, like, really, it's the same. And my snakes are super healthy.
Nice. So in your area, do you guys have reptile shows and stuff like that?
Yeah. So we actually had 2 recently. I was working, sadly, for both of them. But we actually have one coming up in December 13th, I think. 13th or 14th. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tyler, but I think it's like somewhere around there.
Yeah, so if anyone knows the reptile, please write in the comments.
It'll be in Slidell, Louisiana. So, and that's probably one of the biggest ones.
Okay. So I know in Alabama, they're not supposed to have Argentine tegus, I think it is. What about you guys? Are you allowed to have tegus and stuff like that?
Titans, like as in boas? Or?
No, tegus, the big monitors.
Oh, the big monitor. Oh, I was like, what are we talking about here? So right now, yes. Come January, I believe 20th is when the law is changing. So Louisiana is banning, not after January. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. But so come January, the law is Law is changing. So we will not be able to have any big monitors. We won't be able to have big retics. Um, yeah, unless you have a
What?
permit. Um, you won't be able to have big boas, big berms, no mambas, no anaha, so the cobras.
Yeah.
Tegus, can't have those. There's a lot that they're banning,
Wow.
unless you have a permit from Wildlife and Fisheries. And if you do, you still can't breed them. You can't sell them. They have to die in your care at that point.
Wow, that's insane.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of states that are starting to do that, but that's why we're US ARC members, and what they're doing for us is the best. So hopefully they
The
can fight.
biggest, I think it's there's a good reasoning behind it. I can see the reasoning behind it. Um, However, they are creating a bigger black market
Hmm.
than they realize when it comes to these animals. And these animals are just going to get used and abused and thrown into black market trade. And because no one's going to, if somebody wants a tegu or a cobra, they can easily go get a tegu or a cobra. It's not hard, but it's just going to be opening a big black market. I feel like they could be regulated a little bit better, for sure. But the whole outright ban is like telling a 6-year-old you can't do this, but they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because you told them not to. So
It is what it is. It is for now, I guess. Yeah.
yeah.
So, Bryce, if you could have not just Venomous, just any animal in the world in your home, what would it be?
That would be a South American raccoon.
A what?
A South American raccoon. I cannot pronounce the scientific name for it.
Raccoon?
A South American raccoon. Well, and a raccoon, actually, a North American raccoon, but a South American raccoon, yeah.
Why?
A Cody Mundi. They're cool as hell. If you go on my TikTok, you'll see one eating out of a little peanut butter.
With the little hand.
Yeah, he has a long nose and he's like licking the peanut butter out. It's cool as hell. But his name was Rocket. He was my homie. But
Aw.
yeah, no, it was definitely one of those guys. They are cool as hell, and I fell in love with them.
That's awesome. And so you have children and you have these animals.
Yep.
What is something you wish to install in your children about these animals?
The respect, mainly, that these animals deserve, and that they're not big and scary like people make them out to be. That's the biggest thing. My kids come in here all the time when I'm in here, and they know they can only come in here if I'm in here and the door is open. If the door's closed and I'm in here, they know they can't come in, because that means I have a snake out that I don't want them to get bit by.
Mm-hmm.
But they usually ask me, hey, can we go see the lizards? Can we go see the snakes? I'm like, yeah. So it's like a little zoo for them.
Yeah.
Which is great. And they ask me all these questions about them and everything else, and they're sitting here learning, and I love it. And my son is super, super smart, and he's picking up on it like that.
Good.
And that's the biggest thing, is I want to pass all this information down to them, and I'm sure some of these snakes will outlive me, especially being in captivity. So who knows, maybe down the road my son will be taking care of some of my snakes,
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, is that I'm looking forward to.
That's awesome. That's very beautiful. I'm doing that the same with my nephews. And we like the discussion that we had earlier. I think it's so important today. Everyone is so focused on breeding the next big thing, but we should be focusing on the generation of today's children. They need to know about these animals, because more each day these animals are being hunted, killed,
Right.
deforestation.
Right.
They're becoming extinct, And it doesn't just go for venomous, it goes for all these animals.
Mm-hmm.
So these podcasts are here for us, yes, but they're also for the children. And like they say, the children are our future. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. We need to inculcate them and teach
Yeah.
them, like how Steve Irwin did it.
No, yeah, exactly. Steve Irwin.
Mhm.
I grew up watching him.
Hmm.
As a kid, you can ask my mother. Like I had all this Steve Irwin stuff, and I would always watch him
Yeah.
growing up. And man, he's always been my idol, and I think that's where I got my interest in the reptile world.
Mhm.
I mean, it's as cliche as it sounds. Like
No, it's not.
for most of us, got our passion for it, but now I'm kind of living in his shoes somewhat, and it's I didn't realize how much it was until I actually got into it, and it's crazy. So
Yeah. So when you look back, when you were watching Steve Irwin, did you ever think that you would be right now in your room with these animals? Like, oh wow.
not one bit. Not one bit. I knew at some point I wanted to do it. I didn't know when it was going to happen. I just kind of I blame it on my ADHD, but this is the one good thing it actually did for me, because not only do I enjoy it, but I realize how good I am at it and how much it actually helps me in a sense. It is my happy place when I'm not working and this and that and the other. It brings a sense of calm, I guess you could say. I like it's also, as crazy as it sounds, handling these venomous snakes. I am super calm. Like I don't even have any anxiety. Like all my anxiety and everything else just dissipates. It's all gone.
Yeah.
And it's just like I should be fearing, like scared, but I'm like whatever. And
It's
I'm
therapeutic.
like,
yeah, for you it's therapeutic, just like the rest.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And I told my instructor, I was like, man, this is strangely therapeutic. He's like, yeah.
It really is.
So
on my show on Web Wonders, I always do a game.
Okay.
On this show, I don't do that, but I do have a trivia question, just one.
Okay.
All right. So it is herping, as we spoke earlier. Herping is the verb and action of doing something local and in nature. What is the scientific name for herping?
Okay.
You give up?
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try to guess on that one. I never. No one ever calls it by the scientific name. That's crazy.
Anybody
it's
in the
always
comments?
just been herping. What is it?
No, I'm saying anybody in the comments know what it is.
Oh yeah, if anyone in the comment, don't you look on your phones either. Cheaters. I know Tyler's in there. Like, shit, hold on. Oh man.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Herpetology. It's in the name.
It's in the fucking name. I feel so stupid. I know. What's the scientific name of a Western Diamondback?
Don't ask me.
What about temperate rattlesnake?
Nope.
Prairie?
Nope.
Cortalis atrox, Cortalis horus, Cortalis verdis. For all that.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't ask me to pronounce the damn copperheads or the moccasins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is it? Okay.
I know. It's like, but the good God. I can't pronounce the vine snake. The vine snake's one is ridiculous too. I know what they are, but I can't.
You have one, right? The green.
Yeah, the vine snake. Yeah.
Yeah. That's. Oh wait, you had mentioned they're rear fang venomous too, or no?
Yeah, they are definitely rear fang. I think mine is probably the most chill vine snake I've ever had.
So we have a few minutes left. Is it possible that you could show anything?
Yeah.
Look, Tyler got your back. He said, "Oh wait, no, never mind. Bearded dragons is Paganana. Vitis.
Pagana
Pagana.
Viticeps.
Viticeps.
Yeah, no, give me a second. And
He is so cool, he said.
he likes to think he's cool. I'm kidding, I love you.
Well, you're cool for being here, Tyler. Thank you.
He's cool for being the homie.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow you up.
Hold on, baby. Daddy's about to pull a snake out. All right, give me a second.
Yep.
You haven't seen this one really, except for videos. Hey,
I know the lives that we do are so awesome.
Hey, mamas.
Anyone who's watching, guys, go on TikTok and Instagram. Go follow Kyle Markham, Markham Reptiles, to see more of Bryce and his snakes. And go follow him as well. So, ooh, what is this?
This is the Crotalus atrox. See if I can.
Wow, beautiful.
I'll set her down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I can readjust. Oh.
Do you know Crocodile Cam?
Crocodile Cam, I have not met.
Okay. Go back on my channel. Look him up. He's on my channel. He also works with rattlesnakes and other stuff like that.
So she is
Wow.
she's being a little bit rambunctious.
But beautiful. Wow. That's incredible. So I like how you're using the hook away from you. That's very good.
Yep. She's all caught up behind my phone card now. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Hi, Sean. Thank you for joining. Everyone silence. Bryce needs his concentration.
I don't really have much room to work with her, but if I can grab the other foot, that'll help.
Oh, that scared me.
All right, there we go. So, yeah, this is Bonnie.
Bonnie?
Yep.
That's cute.
She's a sweetheart. She's slowly
Calming down. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. There it is.
see if she'll let me kill her now.
I love the pattern on the rattle, like before her rattle on her tail.
Oh yeah, the white and black.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's one of the biggest things I love about Diamondbacks. And there's so many colorations of Diamondbacks. You have red, you have melanistic, albino, all sorts. And they're just creatures.
Yes, Sean, that's a Diamondback, right?
Yep, that's a Western Diamondback.
Amazing.
Come on, Mama.
And when you're taking them out, is there a certain performance that you do before you take them out, like tapping on the glass or anything like that?
Nope. Not at all. Oh, there it is. No. So they usually already know that I'm out. I'm trying to get them.
Yeah.
So they're very. She's probably one of the easiest ones to get.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, I see why they call them diamonds. Okay. Their head
Yeah.
shape as well. It's like a little diamond. You're remaining calm, which is important. That's really good.
Oh yeah, you have to with these snakes. They can get rambunctious, and they can turn and everything else. All right, mama. All right, mama. All right.
Thank you for showing us.
Yeah, of course. Definitely still, learning her a little bit, but she's not bad. She just likes to talk. That's all.
Whew.
Now she's gonna stare at me and be angry at me. I interrupted her sleep.
I was getting nervous.
No, it's definitely it happens.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
It's
That
bound
is
to happen, and really just what happened. She got caught on the cord, and
Yeah.
she wrapped herself around the cord, and then she went to strike at me. I was like, "You're just getting dropped at this point."
Yeah.
So,
Who was it that made that comment? Was it Kyle that he said, or someone told him, whenever you're in that type of situation, don't try to control it, just let it be, drop it.
yeah, no, 100%. Just let it drop.
Yeah.
The snake's gonna be fine. As soon as that happens, as soon as they drop, it's gonna be a stressful environment already for them. They just fell.
Right.
So immediately, what I do is, okay, you just fell, so I'm gonna push you up. And I'm gonna let her calm down and everything else. Which now she's hiding behind a bush.
Yeah.
So she'll be fine.
Yeah. Same thing with just with any. It doesn't have to be a venomous snake. It could be with any type of animal. They could. It's their instinct to feel threatened or to feel like they need to defend themselves. That's
right.
For every animal.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, they don't want to strike you. She was trying to run the whole time. She's still trying to get used to me. She's still trying to understand me, which is totally understandable.
Yeah.
Right now, it's more of just trying to build that trust with her. So I
Yep.
got to work with her a little bit more and hook her and everything else. So
Yeah.
and she's a little bit bigger girl, so it's more of a learning experience, I guess, because you've seen all my other guys; they're all teeny, tiny. So she's one of the bigger ones that I'm trying to work with and trying to learn her moves and everything else. So,
well, thank you so much for showing us, Bryce. Thank you for being here.
Of
you
course.
have been amazing, and thank you everybody in the chats for being here and supporting Bryce. Bryce, please let everyone know where they could find you.
So I am on Instagram. I'm on TikTok at No Arm Serpents. You can just type in No Arm Serpents, and there you go. I am on now, I guess, YouTube, but I don't have any videos posted. So maybe some of that in the future. Who knows? But as of right now, just TikTok and Instagram.
Nice. And now you are part of the RWO group. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. We love having you, and we're very excited to see more of what you have, and we're excited for you to teach us, because there's not a lot of us that are in the Venomous. So I think you and Cam are the only ones in the group that have Venomous, if I'm not mistaken. There's a whole bunch of us, but yeah.
Yeah, there's very few people crazy enough to handle them. So I'm definitely excited to be part of y'all, and I look forward to the future for sure.
For sure. And whenever you want to come back, or whenever you want to expand with whatever goals you have in the future, you're always welcome back. And I'm just excited to even have met you. So thank you for being here. And
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity.
yeah. So we are going to end it here. And next week, we are off. So we will be back. Where's my calendar? Where's my book?
Oh, Lord. You know, if you had a copperhead, you wouldn't have lost it. Just saying.
Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on. We are back the first week of December. So
First week of December, guys. Don't forget it. Or
yeah.
I'm coming to haunt your dreams.
Hey, you're catching on. Yeah. Okay. So so everyone please stay tuned and for the next episode, not next week, but the following. And please go like, subscribe, and share this out. Please go follow Bryce and subscribe to Untamed and Unhinged Reptiles, and catch everyone else in the RWO shows. Thursday tonight we have RWO at 9:00, I think, at 9:00. And then Saturday we have the Thunderdome Blue Zombie Morphs channel, and on Sundays. So that's for this week, and then the next following week. So just tap in, follow us, and stay educated. Right,
We
Bryce?
got a lot of shit.
Exactly. All right, so we will cut it here, and I need to look for the ending. And yeah, bye,
All right.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Bryce.
Bye-bye.